okay to rest now. The night is kind. The world is slow, somewhere between being awake and being asleep. Two sleepy cuties are drifting through a dream. Finn and Jake. They don't rush. They never rush in dreams like this. Jake is stretched out like a warm, golden scarf floating gently through the air. Finn rests comfortably on Jake's back, his arms loose, his eyes half closed beneath his soft bear hat. They are not in ooh tonight. They are somewhere quieter, older, gentler. Paris. The city lies beneath them like a whisper. The Eiffel Tower rises slowly into the moonlight, its iron bones glowing softly, as if the tower itself is breathing in and out. In and out. Finn lets out a tiny yawn. Jake, he murmurs, his voice already sleepy. I think this dream is extra cozy. Jake hums softly, a low, comforting sound like a lullaby, without words. Yeah, dude, Jake replies. This place feels like it's tucking us in. They drift lower now, descending through the cool Paris air. Below them, the streets are empty. No cars. No noise. Only moonlight spilling over cobblestones. Their feet touch the ground near the base of the Eiffel Tower. The tower doesn't loom. It watches. Its lights blink slowly like sleepy eyes. Finn steps off Jake's back and stretches, his boots barely making a sound on the stone path. Everything here listens. Jake shortens himself into his familiar round shape and settles beside Finn, letting out a deep, satisfied sigh. Man, Jake whispers, I feel like if I sit down, I might fall asleep for 100 years. Finn smiles. That'd be kind of awesome. They sit together on the cool grass beneath the tower. Above them, the night sky is painted in deep blues and soft silvers. Stars peek through thin drifting clouds like shy little lights. A gentle breeze passes by. It carries the smell of warm bread, old books, and something else. Something dreamy. Finn notices it first. Jake, do you hear that? Jake closes one eye. Hear what, buddy? At first it's almost nothing. Then, footsteps. Soft ones. Slow. Not scary. Not loud. Just, present. From the shadows between the tower's iron legs, a figure moves. Not rushing. Not hiding. A tall, gentle shadow shaped like a person wearing an old-fashioned coat and hat. Its edges glow faintly like moonlight through fog. Finn doesn't feel afraid. His heart stays calm. The shadow pauses a few steps away. It bows. A polite bow. Bonsoir, the shadow whispers, its voice like pages turning in an old book. Welcome, dreamers. Jake raises a lazy hand in greeting. Oh, hey, ghost dude. The shadow chuckles softly. I am not here to frighten, it says. Only to guide. Finn tilts his head. Guide us where? The shadow gestures toward the sleeping city. Paris is dreaming tonight, it says. And when Paris dreams, strange and gentle things wake up. The lights of the Eiffel Tower flicker warmly. Somewhere far away, a bell rings once. Not loud. Just enough to notice. Jake yawns again, bigger this time. Man, I like this ghost, he says. He's got good bedtime vibes. The shadow smiles. Follow slowly, it says. There is no hurry in dreams. Finn stands. Jake stretches, then walks beside him, their footsteps quiet and unhurried. As they move away from the tower, Finn glances back. The Eiffel Tower seems closer now, like it's leaning in protectively, watching them go. The streets open up into long, winding paths. Street lamps glow amber, lighting patches of stone like soft islands in the dark. Their shadows stretch gently beside them. Nothing chases. Nothing hides. Only the soft presence of night. The shadow guide leads them toward the river. The Seine remembers everything. It whispers as they walk. But tonight, it remembers kindly. Finn feels sleep tug at his thoughts. His steps grow lighter. Jake's tail sways slowly like a metronome. As they near the water, the air grows cooler, softer. The river reflects the moon, breaking it into 1,000 sleepy pieces. Finn sits on the stone edge, legs dangling. Jake curls beside him, already half asleep. The shadow stands behind them, watching quietly. Rest here a moment, it says. Dreams unfold better when you listen. Finn nods. He breathes in, slow, deep. The river murmurs. The city sighs. And somewhere beneath Paris, far below the stones, something gentle stirs. But that is a story for later. For now, Finn closes his eyes. Jake drifts closer. The night wraps around them like a blanket. And Paris keeps dreaming. The river keeps moving, even while everything else rests. Finn sits very still at the edge of the sand. His eyes are closed, but he isn't fully asleep. Not yet. Jake breathes beside him, slow and steady, his round body rising and falling like a warm pillow. Yeah. The shadow guide remains nearby, quiet as a thought. It doesn't hurry them. The water below reflects the moon, stretching it into long silver ribbons that drift and rejoin over and over again. Finn opens his eyes just a little. Jake, he whispers, careful not to break the night. I feel like the river's talking. Jake doesn't open his eyes. He murmurs. Yeah, rivers do that sometimes. They talk real quiet, so only sleepy dudes can hear. Finn listens. At first, it's only water against stone. Then, words. Not clear ones. Not loud ones. More like feelings shaped into sound. The river remembers footsteps, laughing voices, promises made long ago. But none of it feels sad. It feels warm. The shadow guide steps closer, its feet not quite touching the ground. The Seine carries dreams, it whispers. Tonight now, it carries yours. Finn swings his legs gently. I didn't know Paris could feel like this, he says. Jake smiles in his sleep. Cities are like people, he murmurs. They get softer when they're tired. A small ripple forms in the water near the edge. Then another. Something moves just beneath the surface. Finn leans forward slightly, not afraid, just curious. From the river rises a shape made of moonlight and mist. It looks like a long, gentle catfish, with glowing eyes and slow, drifting fins. A river spirit. It doesn't roar. It doesn't splash. It floats. Bonsoir, it hums, its voice vibrating through the stones. Travelers of dreams. Jake cracks one eye open. Oh, wow, he says softly. Paris got some chill river buddies. The spirit circles lazily, its body leaving glowing trails in the water that fade after a few seconds. I guide lost thoughts back to sleep, the spirit says. Your thoughts are very kind, but very tired. Finn smiles. Yeah, I think we are. The spirit dips its head. Then walk with the river, it says. Slowly. Finn stands again and Jake stretches, becoming taller and thinner, just enough to drape an arm around Finn's shoulders. They begin walking along the riverbank. Their footsteps match the rhythm of the water. Step. Pause. Step. Street lamps pass by one at a time, each one glowing softly, then fading behind them. The shadow guide follows at a distance. Above them, Balconies and windows sleep quietly. Curtains barely move. Cats nap on windowsills, tails flicking once, twice, then still. Jake yawns again. I could totally nap walk right now, he says. Finn chuckles softly. Me too. The river spirit swims alongside them, just beneath the surface. As they walk, the water begins to show reflections that aren't quite real. Finn sees flashes. Finn and Jake sitting by a campfire, and Princess Bubblegum smiling gently, Marceline strumming a slow song. The images drift away as soon as he notices them. Those are memories letting go, the spirit explains. They rest too. Finn feels lighter with every step. His shoulders loosen. His thoughts slow. Even his worries feel sleepy. They reach a small stone bridge. The shadow beneath it is deeper, darker, but not frightening. Just unknown. The shadow guide stops. Beyond this bridge, it whispers. The streets remember old footsteps. Finn nods. Jake squeezes him gently. It's okay, dude, Jake says. Feel like the nice kind of spooky. They step under the bridge. The sounds change. The river echoes differently here. Footsteps feel farther apart. From the darkness, faint whispers rise, not voices, but lullabies, sung long ago. Finn doesn't understand the words, but he understands the feeling. Comfort, warmth, belonging. The bridge opens into another quiet street. Cobblestones curve upward toward the hill of Montmartre. The shadow guide turns, bowing again. We will meet again, it says softly. The city watches over you. The river spirit dips beneath the surface and fades into moonlight. Finn and Jake stand alone now. But not lonely. Never lonely. Jake stretches one last time, then settles back into his round shape. Man, he says, voice thick with sleep. I think the city's leading us somewhere. Finn looks up the hill. Lights glow faintly above. Windows. Stairs. Stories waiting. Yeah, Finn whispers. I think so too. They take their first slow step toward Montmartre. And as they walk, the night leans closer. The hill rises gently beneath Finn and Jake's feet. Not steep. Not tiring. Each step feels lighter than the last. The cobblestones of Montmartre curve and twist like they've been here forever. Because they have. Finn walks quietly, his boots barely making a sound. Jake rolls along beside him, round and warm, occasionally stretching just enough to float over the stones. The air here is different. Thicker. Softer. Full of old stories that have learned how to rest. Street lamps glow in small circles, leaving gentle pools of light and long, harmless shadows. Those shadows don't move on their own. They wait. They listen. Finn notices it first. The walls. As they pass, the buildings seem to breathe. Not in a scary way. In a slow, steady, sleepy way. Finn places his hand against the stone wall. It's warm. Like it remembers the sun. Jake, Finn whispers. I think the streets are alive. Jake hums, eyes half closed. Yeah, old places do that. They whisper so they don't wake themselves up. And then, the whispering begins. Soft voices rise from the stones beneath their feet. Not words at first, just sounds. Laughter from long ago. Footsteps echoing upward instead of down. Music drifting without instruments. Finn doesn't feel afraid. He feels invited. A narrow street opens ahead, lined with small cafés, their chairs stacked neatly, sleeping like folded dreams. One cafe window glows faintly. Inside, a single candle flickers. Finn pauses. The whispering grows clearer. Bien, restez, Dustman. Jake smiles lazily. Even I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds cozy. The candle inside the cafe stretches taller. Its flame bends toward the window, and then turns into a face. A gentle one. Eyes closed. Smiling. A cafe spirit. It drifts through the glass without breaking it, hovering softly in the air. Sit, the spirit murmurs. Rest your tired stories. Finn and Jake sit at a small round table outside. The chair doesn't scrape. Nothing here makes sharp sounds. The cafe spirit places 2 cups on the table. Steam rises, smelling like honey and warm milk. Jake sniffs. Oh, wow. Dream cocoa. Finn lifts his cup carefully. The warmth seeps into his hands. When he sips, the taste is familiar. Home. The whispering streets quiet down as if giving them space. Above them, balconies lean closer, listening kindly. The cafe spirit speaks again. Montmartre remembers artists, lovers, dreamers. It gestures to the hill above. They left pieces of themselves behind. Those pieces still hum. Finn feels a gentle pull in his chest. Is that why it feels like someone's humming inside my head? The spirit nods. Your dreams are tuning themselves. Jake's eyes close completely. I think my brain's turning into a pillow. The spirit chuckles softly. The candle face dims slightly. Soon, it says, you will go deeper into Paris. Finn blinks slowly. Deeper? The spirit points toward a staircase climbing between buildings. Down comes after up, it whispers. Finn understands, even if he doesn't know how. They finish their cocoa. The cups fade like mist. Jake stretches once more, then floats upright again. Okay, buddy, he says gently. Let's keep going before I turn into furniture. They stand. The cafe spirit bows. Sleep well. Brave arts. As they walk away, the whispers follow briefly, then fade. The staircase awaits. Stone steps worn smooth by time. As Finn places his foot on the first step, he feels it. A soft vibration beneath the city. A deep, patient presence. Something old. Something kind. Jake feels it too. Okay, he whispers. That's some big, sleepy energy. Finn nods. Yeah. They climb slowly. At the top, the city opens up. Paris stretches beneath them, quiet and glowing. For a moment, everything holds still. Then, far below, a door opens. Deep under the streets, deep under the dreams. And something gentle waits in the dark. But not tonight. Not yet. Finn and Jake turn away from the edge. The staircase down will come later. For now, they follow the path toward the bells. The bells begin before Finn and Jake can see them. Not ringing, humming. A deep, steady tone that drifts through the night like a breath held gently, then released. Finn walks with his hands in his pockets now, shoulders loose, eyes heavy. Jake floats beside him, long and thin again, moving like a lazy ribbon in the air. The streets widen. Stone buildings grow taller, older. The air smells like rain that already fell. Ahead, a cafe glows warmly at the corner of a quiet square. Unlike the others, this one is still open. Its sign sways without wind. Inside, lights are dim and golden. No voices. Just the hum of the bells growing stronger. Jake squints. Dude, that cafe looks like it's open for ghosts. Finn smiles faintly. Then we're probably in the right place. They step inside. The door opens without a sound. The cafe is filled with empty chairs, empty tables, and memories. Photographs line the walls. None of the faces move, but all of them feel familiar. Behind the counter stands an elderly woman with soft eyes and silver hair. She doesn't cast a shadow. She smiles gently. "Bonsoir, children," she says. "You look tired in a good way." Jake nods slowly. "Yeah, we've been collecting a lot of dreams tonight." She pours 2 cups of tea without asking. The steam rises and curls into tiny shapes, stars, moons, hearts, before fading. "This cafe appears when the bells are close to sleeping," she says. "It gives comfort before the quiet deepens." Finn sits. The chair adjusts itself. Jake curls beside him. The tea is warm, not hot. Perfect. Outside, the bells hum lower now, deeper, like they're settling into rest. Finn looks toward the window. Through it, he can see the towers. Old stone, tall arches. A place where bells have watched centuries drift by. "Are they ghosts?" Finn asks softly. The woman shakes her head. "No, they are memories learning how to sleep." Jake lets out a small, content sigh. "I like that." The humming stops. For one long moment, silence. Then one bell rings. Soft, low. Not loud enough to wake anyone. Just enough to mark a passage. The cafe dims slightly. The woman steps back. When the bells finish, she says, the path downward opens. Finn feels that vibration again. The same one from Montmartre. Deeper this time. Down. Like under the city. The woman nods. The catacombs listen when the bells rest. Jake opens one eye. "Ah, spooky underground bedtime story zone." She smiles. "Only if you rush." He will not. The second bell rings. Even softer. The cafe walls seem to stretch, then relax. Photographs blur into gentle shapes. Finn's eyelids grow heavier. Jake barely holds his form now, melting into a comfortable pile. The third bell does not ring. It exhales. The cafe door opens again on its own. Cool air drifts in. Outside, a narrow stone stairway descends between buildings. The woman places a small lantern on the table. Its light is low and steady. "Take this," she says. "It glows only when you are calm." Finn stands slowly and lifts the lantern. It glows warmly. Jake smiles. "Guess we're chill enough?" They bow politely. "Thank you," Finn whispers. The woman fades, like steam. The cafe is suddenly empty, but still warm. They step back outside. The bells are silent now, fully asleep. The stairway waits. Stone steps leading downward. Not steep, not frightening, just deep. Finn takes the first step. The lantern's light does not flicker. Jake follows. As they descend, the city above feels farther away, softer, like a dream being folded carefully. Below them, something stirs, old, gentle. Waiting, the steps go on, and on, but never feel heavy. Finn and Jake descend slowly, their movements unhurried, like they are floating downward rather than walking. The lantern glows softly in Finn's hand. Not bright, just enough. Stone walls surround them, cool and smooth, curved by time. Drip, drip. Water falls somewhere far away, each drop spaced far apart like the ticking of a sleepy clock. Jake stretches himself into a soft, rounded cushion beside Finn as they walk. "Man," he murmurs. "This place feels like the inside of a nap." Finn nods. "Yeah, like the city's dreaming underneath itself." The staircase opens into a wide tunnel. The ceiling arches gently overhead, And there, resting along the walls, toys, old ones. Wooden soldiers with sleepy smiles. Stuffed animals patched and loved. Tin cars with worn paint. They aren't broken. They're resting. Some lean against the wall. Some lie curled together. Finn kneels beside a small stuffed bear missing one button eye. He touches it lightly. The lantern glows a little warmer. "They're not sad," Finn whispers. "No," comes a gentle voice from the dark. "They are waiting." From the shadows step the catacomb dwellers. They are monsters, but only in shape. One is tall and round with soft horns and eyes like lanterns. Another is small and fuzzy with too many arms, all folded neatly. A third floats, stitched together like a dream half remembered. None bear teeth, none hiss. They bow. "We guard what the world forgets," the tall one says slowly. "When children grow, their toys come here to sleep." Jake smiles softly. "That's actually really beautiful." The fuzzy one waddles closer, carrying a toy train. "Would you like to help us tuck them in?" it asks. Finn's heart feels full. "Yeah, I would." They move slowly through the tunnels. Finn places toys gently into small stone alcoves lined with soft cloth. Jake stretches into blankets, pillows, gentle shapes that make resting easier. The monsters hum as they work. Low, steady, kind. The lantern glows brighter with every calm breath Finn takes. Time doesn't matter here. Minutes stretch into something softer. The toys settle. Dreams drift. One monster points toward a deeper tunnel. Beyond there, it says, lies the final dream. Finn feels no fear. Only curiosity and sleep. Jake leans close. "Buddy," he whispers, "I think we're almost at the deepest part of the night." Finn nods. "I can feel it." They thank the monsters. The monsters bow again and fade back into shadow. The tunnel narrows. The lantern dims slightly, still warm, still steady. Ahead, the floor opens into a wide chamber. The air is very still, very old. At the center lies a large shape, curled like a sleeping giant. Its breath moves the dust softly. In, out. It opens one eye. Not frightening, just tired. A guardian of forgotten dreams. "Welcome," it whispers, its voice like stone settling. "You have walked gently." Finn steps forward. Jake stays close. "You may rest now," the guardian says. "The night is nearly complete." Finn feels his thoughts slowing, melting, drifting. The lantern's light becomes a soft glow around them. The guardian closes its eye again, and the chamber grows quieter than quiet. The guardian breathes. In now. Each breath is deep and patient, like the earth itself is resting. Finn sits beside Jake on the cool stone floor of the chamber. The lantern rests between them. Its glow fades. Not because the calm is gone, but because it's no longer needed. Jake melts into a long, warm shape, curling gently around Finn like a blanket that knows exactly how to fit. Jake murmurs, half dreaming. "Best sleepover ever." Finn smiles faintly. He doesn't answer. Words feel unnecessary now. The chamber hums softly. The toys above, the streets above, the river above, all breathe together. The guardian shifts slightly, careful not to wake anything. "When the first light touches Paris," it whispers without opening its eyes, "the night will fold itself away." Finn's eyelids flutter. He sees images, not dreams, not memories, but something in between. The Eiffel Tower glowing softly at dawn. The Seine turning pale gold. Montmartre, quiet and content. No fear remains, only warmth. Slowly, very slowly, the chamber begins to brighten. Not with light, but with less darkness. The walls soften. Stone feels lighter. The guardian exhales one final time. Above them, far above, the bells do not ring. They sigh. The city wakes gently. Finn feels himself rising, not falling, not walking. Floating. Jake floats too, still wrapped around him. They pass upward through stone and street and air like a thought returning to the surface. Paris greets them again. Morning spreads across the rooftops. Birds stretch their wings. Windows glow. Finn and Jake rest beneath the Eiffel Tower once more. The grass is cool. The sky is pale blue. Jake slowly shrinks back to his usual shape, still sleepy. "Dude," he says quietly, "I think that was the deepest nap I've ever been on." Finn nods, eyes half closed. "Yeah, me too." The city hums awake, but softly. No rush, no fear. Only another day beginning. Finn leans back. Jake leans beside him. And somewhere beneath Paris, dreams continue to rest. Always. The end. The streets rise slowly here. Not sharply. Not demanding effort. Just a gentle lift, like the city is guiding your feet upward while you rest. Finn walks beside Jake, their footsteps barely touching the cobblestones. The stones are old. Very old. They have been stepped on by thousands of lives. But tonight, they are quiet. Listening. Jake rolls forward lazily, stretching just enough to avoid the uneven stones. He hums. These streets feel like they remember bedtime. Finn smiles. The air in Montmartre is thicker than below, not heavy. Just full. Full of echoes that learned how to whisper. As they pass between tall, leaning buildings, the alleys narrow. Street lamps glow low and warm, painting the stones in soft amber light. The shadows here do not creep. They rest. Finn notices something strange. The cobblestones hum. Not loudly. Not with sound. But with feeling. Each stone carries a small memory, a laugh. A song. A quiet goodbye. And as Finn steps forward, the stones murmur beneath his boots. Not words yet. Just comfort. Jake pauses and lets himself sink flat against the ground. "Oh, yeah," he murmurs. "Ground's talking. That's good ground." Finn kneels and presses his palm to the street. Warm. Like the sun never fully left. The whispers grow clearer. They slide gently through the air, brushing past ears instead of entering them. Old artists humming as they paint. Couples walking slowly, hands brushing. Lonely thoughts finding peace. None of it asks for attention. None of it demands remembering. The streets only want to share, then rest again. A small breeze drifts through the alley. It carries the smell of coffee, Inga, and rain that fell long ago. Jake stretches upward, becoming tall and thin, eyes half closed. "Man," he says quietly, "if streets could tuck you in, this one totally would." Finn chuckles softly. As they continue, the alley curves not sharply, but kindly. It opens into a tiny square. At its center stands an old lamppost, flickering slightly, like it might fall asleep at any moment. Beneath it sits a small figure, not a person, not quite a ghost. Something in between. It looks like a child-shaped shadow made of moonlight, sitting cross-legged, tracing patterns on the ground. As Finn and Jake approach, the figure looks up. Its eyes glow softly. "Bonsoir," it whispers. "Please walk slowly." Finn nods instinctively. "We are." The figure smiles. "I collect footsteps," it says. "When people walk with kindness, the stones remember." Jake waves gently. "Oh, hey. We're professional slow walkers." The figure giggles a sound like chalk on stone, soft and gentle. It places its palm on the cobblestones. The whispers rise just a little more. Now they almost sound like lullabies, songs without words, melodies that don't need to end. Finn feels his thoughts begin to drift. Worries lose their shape. Questions fade. Only the sound of breathing remains. The figure stands and bows. "Montmartre will carry you now," it says. "Up, then down, gently." It fades back into the stones. The square grows quiet again. Jake shrinks back to his round shape and nudges Finn's leg. "Buddy," he whispers, "I think this part of the city runs on naps." Finn nods slowly. Above them, windows glow faintly. Curtains sway. Someone turns over in their sleep. A cat stretches on a ledge, tail flicking once. Then still, they continue walking. The streets whisper less now, satisfied. They have been heard. Ahead, stone steps appear, winding upward between buildings. At the top, bells hum faintly. Not ringing. Waiting. Finn stops at the first step. He feels something below the city. Deep, patient, calm. Jake feels it too. "Okay," he whispers. "That's the big, sleepy stuff." Finn breathes in, then out. The cobblestones behind them settle. The whispers fade into silence. And Montmartre rests again. The steps are narrow and smooth from time, kind to tired feet. Finn climbs slowly. Jake drifts beside him, barely touching the stone. With every step upward, the whispers grow quieter, not because they are gone, but because they are satisfied. They have spoken. They have been heard. Halfway up, Finn pauses. The city feels very far away now. Not distant, just gentle. Below them, Paris breathes. Above them, the sky lightens, just a little. Not morning yet. Just the idea of it. Jake lets himself stretch across 2 steps and rests his chin. "You know," he murmurs, "this hill feels like a pillow stacked on top of another pillow." Finn smiles without opening his mouth. The stones hum faintly beneath them. A new sound joins the night. Not whispers, not footsteps. Breathing, slow and deep. Old. From a doorway carved into the side of the hill, a soft glow appears. No door opens. The light simply exists. Inside the glow, shapes move memories without faces. Paintbrushes dipping into color. Shoes turning slowly while dancing. Hands holding hands, then letting go. None of it hurts. None of it lingers too long. Finn watches, calm and heavy-lidded. Jake's voice drifts up, almost asleep. "Feels like the city's exhaling." The glow dims. The breathing slows. The doorway fades back into stone. They continue climbing. At the top, the hill opens into quiet. No crowds. No voices. Only space. A small bench waits there, curved and smooth. Finn sits. Jake curls beside him, warm and familiar. From here, the streets below look like lines drawn in sleep. The whispering is gone now. Montmartre has settled. Its stories folded neatly away. Finn's eyes close. Just for a moment, Jake's breathing deepens. And above them, farther than before, bells wait. Not to ring, only to rest. The bench holds them gently. Finn sits without moving. Jake breathes beside him, round and warm, like he has always belonged right there. Nothing asks them to hurry. The city does not pull. The night does not push. Above Montmartre, the bells rest in their towers. Not silent, just breathing, in and out. Each breath sends a vibration through stone, through street, through sleep. Finn feels it in his chest. A calm that does not need explaining. Jake shifts slightly. He murmurs, voice barely there. Bells are dreaming. Finn nods. The air cools. A thin fog drifts across the square, wrapping around the lamppost, the bench, their feet. From within the fog, shapes appear. Not people. Not ghosts. Memories. Soft silhouettes walking slowly, never colliding, never speaking. They pass by like clouds. One pauses near Finn. It bows gently. No words. Just gratitude. The silhouette fades. The fog thins. The lamppost flickers, and then steadies. The bells sigh again. This time, the vibration moves downward. Into the hill. Into the tunnels. Into the quiet beneath Paris. Finn feels it. Jake feels it. They don't look at each other. They don't need to. Jake stretches an arm, resting it loosely against Finn's side. Hey, buddy, he whispers. Think it's almost time to go deeper? Finn exhales. Yeah. They stand slowly. No joints ache. No muscles complain. The night supports them. A narrow stairway reveals itself behind the bench-stone steps, descending gently, carved long ago. A soft lantern waits at the top. Not lit. Not dark. Waiting. Finn lifts it. The light blooms softly, warm and steady. The bells do not ring. They are finished now. Montmartre has gone fully to sleep. Finn and Jake take one last look at the hill. The streets are still. No whispers remain. Only peace. They step onto the stairway. Downward. Slowly. And the night closes its eyes behind them. Finn and Jake step carefully down the stone stairway. Each step echoes softly, not loudly, like a heartbeat in a quiet room. The lantern's light stretches along the walls, revealing moss, cracks, and tiny carvings left by dreamers long ago. Jake curls around Finn's legs as they descend. Feels like the city's giving us a hug from below, he murmurs. Finn smiles faintly, eyes half closed. The whispers of Montmartre are behind them now. The air grows cooler, softer, thicker with calm. A faint sound drifts upward. Not a whisper. Not quite music. Just a hum. Slow, steady, patient. It is the bells. Not ringing. Breathing. Finn leans slightly on the wall, listening. They're sleeping, he whispers. Jake nods, barely awake. Yeah, dreaming bells. The stairway opens into a small square underground. A single cafe glows softly in the corner. The door is open, but no one waits inside. Steam curls from cups that are already empty, like the memory of warmth. Finn and Jake step closer. The hum of the bells is louder here. Not frightening, comforting. Above them, light filters faintly through cracks in the stone. Tiny motes float in it, dancing like dust in a sunbeam, except gentler, slower. Jake sighs. This is nice, he murmurs. Finn closes his eyes for a moment. They feel the city breathing around them. Soft, protective, endless. The cafe seems to hum in return. A doorway at the back glows faintly, showing a narrow stairway descending further, deeper into the city. Finn lifts the lantern, its glow steady. Jake stands beside him. "Ready?" Finn whispers. Jake nods, curling around him like a warm blanket. They step toward the stairway, downward, into the heart of Paris' quiet dreams. The whispers, the bells, the fog, they all follow gently. And behind them, Montmartre sleeps, peacefully. The narrow stairway opens into a long, low tunnel. Stone walls curve gently round them. Cool, smooth, safe. Finn steps slowly, each footfall quiet. Jake rolls beside him, his long body brushing softly against the walls. A faint glow appears ahead, warm and inviting. Not bright, not startling, just welcoming. As they approach, the tunnel widens. The floor is lined with small alcoves, each holding something soft. Stuffed animals, wooden toys, tin trains, all resting, all at peace. A gentle humming rises from the shadows. Low, steady, comforting. From the corners, small shapes stir. Not frightening, not threatening. Monsters of gentle design. Soft eyes, rounded bodies, slow, deliberate movements. They bow. "Welcome," one hums, voice like velvet. "You have come quietly. This place is for rest, for dreams." Finn kneels beside a small, patched teddy bear. He brushes its fur gently. The bear does not stir. It radiates calm. Jake stretches into a long, cozy shape and nudges a tiny wooden soldier. The soldier leans slightly against him. The monsters hum again. "Every toy, every memory," one whispers, "rests here safely, safe until dreams are ready to return." Finn and Jake move slowly among the alcoves. They touch the toys lightly, place them softly on stone shelves, whisper gentle encouragement. Time loses meaning here. The walls seem to breathe. The shadows sway. The air hums with patience. At the end of the tunnel, a faint opening glows. Deeper still, Finn feels a pull. A calm, warm pull. Not fear. Just sleep calling softly. Jake curls closer. "Buddy, I think we're almost at the heart of the dream," he whispers. Finn nods. His eyelids feel heavy. His thoughts float like clouds. The monsters watch silently, their eyes soft lanterns in the dark. They do not speak. They simply guard the peace. Finn lifts his lantern. The glow stretches ahead. Warm, gentle, one step at a time. Deeper into the city's quiet heart, where even the oldest dreams rest undisturbed. The tunnel opens into a wide chamber. Air moves softly like a warm sigh. Stone curves overhead, smooth and protective. Finn and Jake step in slowly. The alcoves of toys and gentle monsters remain behind, resting quietly. Their hum fades into silence. Safe. At peace. At the center of the chamber lies a large shape. Curled. Still. Breathing slowly. The guardian of dreams. Its presence is deep, ancient, and kind. Finn feels the calm seep into him. Jake leans close. Together, they do not need words. In, out. The breathing fills the chamber. Soft light glows from within. Not harsh. Not bright. Warm. Finn sits. Jake curls beside him. The lantern rests between them, its glow gentle and steady. Above, the first light of dawn begins to stretch across Paris. Not enough to wake the city. Just enough to fold the night gently. Slowly they rise. Not walking, not running, floating. Up through tunnels. Stone stairways. Montmartre. towards the surface. The streets below are quiet. The Seine reflects the first pale gold of morning. The Eiffel Tower glows faintly in the dawn. Finn lands softly on the grass beneath it. Jake settles beside him. The bells sigh. Narration, just resting. Paris stretches, yawns, and settles into the new day. Finn closes his eyes. Jake curls closer. The city hums gently around them. All the whispers, all the streets, all the forgotten memories. They rest now. Safe. Warm. Kind. The night is over, but its peace lingers. And somewhere beneath the city, dreams continue to sleep. Finn and Jake walk slowly along the quiet streets of Paris. The night is deep and soft. The air smells faintly of rain, old bread, and warm memories. Ahead, a cafe glows softly, tucked into a small square. Not bright, not bustling, just welcoming. Finn tilts his head. It looks like it's awake, just for us. Jake stretches lazily. Yeah, cozy kind of awake. They step inside. The door opens silently. The cafe is empty. No voices. No clinking cups. Finn walks slowly through the quiet streets of Paris. The night is deep. A soft fog drifts along the cobblestones. It curls around lampposts, building corners, and the gentle arches of bridges. The air is cool, soft, and heavy with quiet. Jake drifts beside him, his body relaxed and warm. This fog feels like a blanket, he murmurs. Finn holds his lantern carefully. Its soft glow pushes back the mist just enough to reveal the path. Not bright, not harsh, only gentle warmth. Don't worry, buddy, Jake whispers. Your lantern's like a little hug for the whole street. Finn smiles faintly. He lifts the lantern a bit higher. Its glow stretches across the fog. Shapes of buildings, arches, and narrow alleyways appear slowly. Nothing startles. Nothing rushes. The fog swirls gently. A shadow moves within it. Not frightening, not threatening. Just a memory. A piece of a story from long ago. Finn steps carefully. His lantern glows warmly. The shadow pauses, then melts slowly into the mist, leaving calm behind. Jake stretches lazily. See? Your lantern isn't just light. It's courage. Soft, warm courage. Finn continues walking. Each step is steady. The cobblestones hum faintly beneath his feet. A gentle vibration, like the heartbeat of the city. The fog parts slightly ahead. A small square appears. A cafe glows softly in the distance. Steam curls from unseen cups. Windows glow faintly, like sleepy eyes. Finn breathes in. Out. The lantern's glow spreads softly into the mist. It doesn't push it away. It simply comforts it. Jake curls around Finn's legs. Buddy, that's bravery. Quiet, calm, warm. Perfect for a nap. The fog swirls around them, wrapping them in gentle quiet. Every shadow, every corner, every memory feels safe. Protected. Soft. Finn lifts the lantern higher. Its glow reaches across the mist, touching cobblestones, balconies, and rooftops. The city seems to sigh in relief. A peaceful hum rises in the air. Finn and Jake stop for a moment. They look at the glowing fog. Not fearful. Not hurried. Just calm. The lantern pulses softly like a heartbeat. Guiding. Protecting. Comforting. They take a slow step forward. Another. The fog parts gently. The city waits for them, peaceful and patient. Finn's lantern glows warmly. Jake yawns, curling closer. Together they move slowly through the mist, a heartwarming glow guiding their way. And somewhere above, Paris breathes softly. Finn and Jake walk slowly through the soft fog. The cobblestone streets glimmer faintly under the lantern's warm glow. The mist curls around balconies, lampposts, and the rooftops, moving as if it has a life of its own. Every sound is muffled, gentle, perfect for drifting. Jake stretches lazily along Finn's side. Buddy, it feels like the whole city is sleeping under a soft blanket, he murmurs. Finn lifts his lantern a little higher. Its light forms a small, golden bubble in the fog. Shadows of buildings stretch softly, bending and twisting slowly without ever startling. Ahead, a faint bridge appears over the Seine. Its stone arches rise smoothly from the water, barely visible through the mist. Finn takes a deep, slow breath. The air smells faintly of rain and warm pastries from cafés still closed for the night. Comfort fills the streets, wrapping around their ankles and hearts. A gentle movement shifts in the fog. Not a shadow to frighten, not a figure to chase. Just the memory of laughter from long ago. A child skipping stones across the Seine. A cat curling on a windowsill. Music drifting faintly from somewhere unseen. Finn feels a calm warmth rise in his chest. Jake curls closer. "See, buddy," he whispered. The city's soft, protective, sleepy. And your lantern makes it even gentler." They reach the center of the bridge. The Seine flows silently beneath them. The mist moves over the water like a gentle hand smoothing everything. Reflections ripple softly, silver and gold dancing together. Finn steps carefully, lantern glowing steadily. The fog seems to lean in and sigh as if welcoming them. Jake hums softly. Every step you take, every glow from that lantern, it's courage. Not loud, not scary, just calm, warm courage. Finn nods. He breathes in slowly, exhales slowly. The fog wraps them both in gentle quiet. On the other side of the bridge, the streets curve upward toward Montmartre. The lantern's light stretches along the stones. Every shadow feels safe. Every corner feels calm. Finn and Jake continue slowly, step by step, through the quiet city. The mist curls gently around their feet. Their hearts feel steady, warm, and light. The city, the lantern, and the fog breathe together. Slowly, softly, endlessly peaceful. Finn and Jake pause briefly. They look at the glowing mist surrounding them. Not hurried, not tense, just comforted. And with that, they continue their quiet stroll. Heartwarming courage leading them through the sleeping streets of Paris. Finn and Jake leave the bridge behind and begin their gentle climb toward Montmartre. The fog drifts softly over the cobblestones, curling around lampposts and building corners like a warm, quiet blanket. The streets rise slowly, winding upward with each careful step. The air smells faintly of bread, rain, and soft memories of the city. Jake stretches lazily beside Finn. These streets feel like they're breathing with us, he murmurs. Finn lifts his lantern higher. Its soft golden glow pushes back the fog just enough to reveal the path. Not harsh, not bright. Ahead, a small figure appears, moving slowly through the mist. Not threatening, not frightening. A gentle cat. Its fur glowing faintly in the lantern's light. It stretches and yawns, curling up on the edge of a stone stair. Its eyes half closed, watching them pass with sleepy curiosity. Finn smiles softly. "Hello there," he whispers. The cat blinks slowly, then settles back, content. and still. Jake hums. See, buddy, even the city's creatures are calm tonight. The fog swirls gently around them. Every shadow, every corner, every memory seems softened, protective, peaceful. The streets open into a small square. A single lamp flickers softly, its light bending in the mist. Windows glow faintly with warmth, as if the city itself is smiling. Finn and Jake pause for a moment, feeling the quiet of Montmartre. The fog curls around their ankle, brushing softly, never cold, never harsh. The city hums quietly beneath them. From a distant window, faint music drifts through the night. A piano note, a soft strum of strings, nothing loud, just soothing. Finn breathes slowly. In, out. The lantern glows gently, casting its protective light over them. Jake curls closer, tail wrapping gently around Finn's leg. Buddy, your lantern isn't just light, he whispers. It's comfort, courage, calm. The square stretches peacefully before them, winding streets leading upward. Every step feels safe. Every shadow is friendly. Every whisper of fog is soft. Finn and Jake continue slowly, step by step, their lantern leading the way. The city, the fog, and the gentle creatures of Montmartre embrace them. And as they move upward toward the heart of the hill, their hearts feel warm, light, and safe, carried forward by soft, glowing courage. Finn and Jake continue their gentle walk through the winding streets of Montmartre. The fog curls around cobblestones and lampposts like a soft, protective blanket. Every corner is calm. Every shadow is patient. The city feels alive, but not in a loud way, just softly breathing, quietly watching. Up ahead, a faint golden glow appears. A small cafe sits tucked into a quiet square. Its windows shimmer warmly through the mist. Steam rises lazily from unseen cups. The sign swings gently, barely moving, like it's waiting for them. Finn tilts his head. It looks like it's awake. Just for us, he whispers. Jake stretches lazily, letting his long body ripple over the stones. Cozy. I can already feel my brain melting into a pillow, he murmurs. They step inside. The door opens silently as if recognizing them. Inside, the cafe is empty. No chatter. No clinking cups. Just warmth. Comfort. A soft, golden glow that wraps around everything. Steam curls from cups already poured. The scent of honey, cocoa, and vanilla drifts gently through the air. The steam seems to form tiny glowing shapes, stars, moons, hearts, that float briefly, then vanish. From a corner, a figure appears. An elderly woman with silver hair and kind eyes. She smiles warmly and bows slightly. Bonsoir, children, she whispers. You look tired, in a good way. Finn nods slowly. Jake curls beside him, melting into the floor like a warm blanket. The woman pours 2 cups of tea. The steam rises and curls into tiny glowing shapes, floating like sleepy sprites. This cafe, she whispers, appears when the city wants to share its memories, to offer comfort, and to welcome gentle hearts. Finn sips the tea. It tastes like home. Warm, kind, gentle. Jake hums softly. Perfect. Dream fuel. Outside, shadows stretch across the cafe. They are curious, calm, patient, not threatening. The woman gestures toward a large mirror on the wall. Finn sees reflections, not exactly him. Faces without names. Memories without owners. Children laughing long ago. Cats napping by firesides. Musicians strumming quiet lullabies. Soft, warm, soothing. These are the memories of those who rested here before you, the woman said. They have come to share their calm with you tonight. Jake nudges a tiny wooden soldier. It leans comfortably into him. Finn leans back in his chair. The warmth of the tea spreads through him. In, out, slow, steady breaths. The hum of distant bells drifts faintly into the cafe. Not loud, not intrusive. Just steady, soothing, like the heartbeat of Paris itself. Time moves slowly here, the woman whispers. Drink. Listen. Let the city wrap itself around your thoughts. Do not rush. Do not wake the night. Finn and Jake finish their tea. The cups vanish into mist, leaving only warmth. The door opens gently on its own. A stairway appears outside, winding downward between the stone buildings. Finn lifts the lantern. Its soft glow reaches into the darkness. Jake curls around him, warm and protective. Ready, buddy? He murmurs. Finn nods. They step outside. The cafe's warm glow lingers, watching them go. The hum of the bells grows softer. The streets are silent. The city sleeps. The stairway descends into the quiet heart of Paris. Below, the Seine reflects the first hints of moonlight fading. Finn and Jake step slowly, their footsteps silent. The city, the cafe, and all the warm memories follow them gently. Montmartre, the Seine, and the ghostly cafe rest together in perfect peace. And the night wraps itself around Finn and Jake like a soft, endless blanket. Finn and Jake step carefully down the winding stairway, leaving the ghostly cafe and Montmartre behind. The walls curve gently around them. Cool stone presses softly on either side. The air smells faintly of earth, old wood, and soft rain. Jake stretches lazily, letting his long body ripple along the stairs. Feels like we're drifting inside a dream, he murmurs. The stairway opens into a wide, low tunnel. Stone alcoves line the walls. Each holds something soft, gentle, and familiar. Stuffed animals with sleepy smiles. Wooden soldiers worn smooth from many hands. Tin trains polished and still. Small dolls with button eyes resting in peace. All are calm. All are safe. A gentle hum rises from the shadows. Low, steady, kind. From the corners, soft shapes emerge. Not frightening. Not sharp. Monsters. Shy creatures with rounded bodies. Eyes glowing faintly like lanterns. Arms folded slowly. Bodies swaying gently with the rhythm of the tunnel. They bow as Finn and Jake approach. Welcome, one hums, voice like velvet. You have arrived quietly. This is the place where toys and memories rest. Safe, until dreams are ready to return. Finn kneels beside a small teddy bear. He brushes its fur lightly. No movement, only warmth. Jake curls around a tiny wooden soldier. The soldier leans into him, completely content. The monsters hum again, low and steady. The stone walls seem to breathe along with them. Finn and Jake move slowly among the alcoves. They touch the toys gently, whisper soft encouragement. Time stretches. Minutes dissolve. The tunnel itself seems alive, breathing with them. At the far end, a faint golden glow appears. A narrow stairway leads deeper. Stone steps carved long ago. Not steep, not frightening. Waiting patiently. Finn lifts his lantern. Its soft glow reaches into the darkness. Jake curls closer, warm and protective. Buddy, I think this is it, he whispers. The heart of the dream world. Finn nods. His eyelids feel heavy. Thoughts drift like clouds. The monsters watch silently. eyes like gentle lights, bodies still, guarding the calm. Finn and Jake step onto the stairway, downward, into the deepest, quietest part of Paris' dreams. The catacombs, the shy creatures, and the toys rest behind them, leaving only calm, only warmth, only peace. Finn and Jake step off the narrow stairway into a wide, quiet chamber. The air is soft, cool, and still. Stone curves gently overhead, protective and calm. The catacombs lie behind them, resting. The gentle monsters and toys sleep quietly in their alcoves. All is safe. All is still. At the center of the chamber lies the guardian of dreams, curled and enormous yet gentle. Its breathing moves the dust slowly, in and out. Finn and Jake feel calm seep into them. Their muscles loosen. Thoughts drift. All tension melts away. The guardian shifts slightly, careful not to disturb the peace. Its eyes open briefly, warm and patient, then close again. Finn sits. Jake curls beside him. The lantern rests gently between them. Its glow is soft, steady, and warm. Far above, the first hints of dawn stretch across Paris. Not bright, not harsh. Just a soft, pale gold brushing the rooftops. The city breathes slowly. The bells in the towers hum faintly. Not ringing. Just gentle vibrations, like the heartbeat of Paris beneath the streets. Finn feels himself rising, not walking, not running, floating. Jake rises with him, still curled like a warm, soft pillow. They drift upward through tunnels, stairways, and the quiet streets of Montmartre. The Seine reflects pale gold morning light. The Eiffel Tower glows softly. Windows stretch. Cats yawn on ledges. The city sighs. All whispers, shadows, and memories fold neatly into corners. Finn lands softly on the grass beneath the Eiffel Tower. Jake settles beside him, curling once more into a cozy ball. The lantern's glow fades slowly. The bells sigh faintly again. Finn closes his eyes. Jake curls closer. The city hums around them. The streets, the river, the cafés, the cobblestones, they all rest. The night has ended, but its peace remains. Above, birds stretch and flutter. Rooftops glow faintly in gold. A soft breeze carries the smell of warm earth and quiet streets. Finn breathes in. Out. His body feels light, warm, and calm. Jake murmurs softly in his sleep. Best nap ever. Finn smiles faintly. Yes, the calmest. Below Paris, the catacombs continue to hold dreams. The ghosts of memories, gentle monsters, and lost toys rest in perfect peace. Above Paris, the day begins slowly, quietly. No rush, no noise, only warmth, kindness, and gentle light. Finn and Jake lie together beneath the Eiffel Tower. The city hums softly, and the dreams beneath continue to sleep. All's calm. All's warm. All is safe. And with that, the story ends. Finn and Jake step lightly through the quiet streets of Paris. The fog curls softly around the cobblestones, and the distant Seine glimmers faintly under the moonlight. Every step is gentle. Every breath is calm. Above them, the bell towers of Notre Dame rise into the night sky. Their Gothic spires touch the mist. A soft, golden glow spills from the windows, faint but warm. From high above, a faint hum begins. Soft, slow, gentle. The ghostly bells chime quietly, not loudly, not sharply. Their melody drifts through the city like a warm, invisible blanket. It carries the memory of centuries. Whispers of laughter, soft footsteps, and quiet prayers. Jake stretches lazily beside Finn. Buddy, the bells are singing us to sleep, he murmurs. Finn lifts his lantern. Its soft light blends with the golden glow from the towers. The fog swirls around them gently, wrapping the city in calm. The bell's melody grows slowly, a lullaby for all who wander at night. It touches every roof, every balcony, every quiet alley. Shadows of the past stretch lazily, leaning gently into the song. Finn listens. He feels the warmth of courage in his chest, the soft reassurance of the lantern in his hand. A soft wind carries the tune closer. The notes ripple over the sand, touching the water's surface. Every ripple shimmers with calm, like the city itself is breathing in harmony. Jake curls tighter around Finn's leg. See, buddy, the bells aren't scary, he whispers. They're guides. Gentle, sleepy guides. Finn smiles faintly. The bells ring softly in his mind, each toll a heartbeat. Slow, steady, warm. The fog drifts over the streets, carrying the melody. Every stone, every shuttered window, every slumbering cat seems to hum along. The city, the bells and the fog fold together into one soft, endless lullaby. Finn and Jake continue walking slowly, step by step. The glow of the lantern and the golden light of Notre Dame lead the way. The ghostly bells hum gently above, guiding them forward. And as they move deeper into the quiet heart of Paris, the melody wraps around them, holding them in calm warmth and endless peace. Finn and Jake leave the main square, moving slowly into the quieter courtyards beneath Notre Dame. The fog drifts softly across the stones, curling around the arches and columns like a warm, invisible blanket. Every step they take is slow and careful. Every sound is muted, softened by the thick mist. Above them, the bell towers hum faintly. Not loud, not alarming, just a gentle, ghostly lullaby echoing across the courtyards and through the stone walls. Each note feels like a heartbeat, steady and warm. Jake stretches beside Finn, curling like a golden ribbon. To Buddy, I think the city itself is napping, he murmurs. Finn lifts his lantern. Its soft glow pushes back the fog just enough to reveal the path. The stones glimmer faintly beneath their feet, and the arches stretch overhead, smooth and protective. Shadows drift lazily along the walls. Not frightening, not sharp. Just the memory of past footsteps. The echoes of long-forgotten conversations. A cat napping in a hidden corner. Music from unseen strings drifting gently from somewhere far above. Finn takes a slow, deep breath. The air smells faintly of rain, old wood, and the warmth of Paris itself. He feels calm spreading through his chest. Jake curls closer, his body a warm, soft pillow beside Finn. See, buddy? Everything here wants us to rest, he whispers. A small fountain rests in the center of one courtyard. Water ripples slowly, reflecting the glow of the lantern and the faint golden light from the towers above. The ripples move like tiny waves of calm, flowing endlessly and softly. Finn kneels to touch the water. It feels cool, gentle, and comforting. Every ripple seems to carry a memory, a soft laugh, a whispered story, a lullaby forgotten long ago. The fog curls higher, wrapping around the arches and columns. The bells hum in harmony with the fountain. The city itself seems to breathe slow and steady in rhythm with the melody. Finn and Jake continue walking through the courtyards, step by step, breath by breath. The fog, the lantern, the bells, all fold together into a protective, sleepy embrace. They pass a narrow archway. Through it, the Seine glimmers faintly. Reflections ripple in time with the bells, soft and shimmering. Jake hums softly, nuzzling Finn's shoulder. "Buddy, every step we take, every note from the bells, it's like the city is singing us to sleep." Finn smiles faintly, closing his eyes for just a moment. He feels safe. He feels warm. He feels the calm of centuries resting around them. The fog swirls lazily around their ankles. The fountains, the arches, and the towers above seem to lean gently, watching, waiting. All of Paris becomes a soft, endless lullaby. Finn and Jake pause briefly. They look around at the gentle mist, the flickering lantern light, and the glowing towers above. Not hurried, not tense, only calm, only warmth, only peace. And as they step slowly toward the next courtyard, the bells hum softly above, guiding them deeper into the quiet, sleeping heart of Paris. Finn and Jake move gently through the misty archways of Notre Dame's quiet courtyards. The fog curls softly around columns and stone walls. Each step is slow, careful, comforting. The faint hum of the ghostly bells above drifts through the air like a warm heartbeat. Ahead, a narrow arch opens into a hidden garden. Not wild or overgrown, but calm and serene. Moonlight filters softly through the mist, glimmering on fountains and flower beds. Every leaf glistens like it has been painted with silver. Jake stretches lazily beside Finn. "Buddy, it's like the city saved the calmest place just for us," he murmurs. Finn lifts his lantern, its soft glow blending gently with the moonlight. The mist curls around the light, forming faint shapes. Sleepy animal, faint memories, tiny glimmers of the past. The garden is filled with objects of rest. A small wooden horse leans quietly against a low stone wall. Stuffed animals sit atop benches, as if taking their own peaceful nap. Tiny lanterns float faintly in the air, glowing like miniature stars. Finn kneels beside a small teddy bear, brushing its fur gently. The bear does not move, but warmth radiates softly from it, filling the space around them. Jake curls beside a tiny wooden soldier, humming softly. "The past can rest here, and so can we," he whispers. A soft fountain trickles gently in the center of the garden. Its water ripples calmly, reflecting both the lantern and moonlight. Every ripple feels like a heartbeat, slow, steady, and warm. The ghostly bells above continue their gentle melody. Not loud, not startling, just guiding, comforting, weaving the city's memories into one endless lullaby. Finn and Jake walk slowly through the garden, step by step, breath by breath. The fog, the lantern, the bells, all fold together, embracing them in calm and warmth. A small archway opens to the streets of Paris beyond. The Seine glimmers faintly in the distance, reflecting the city's soft glow. The garden watches silently, protective and patient. Finn sits on a low stone bench, letting the warmth of the lantern and the melody of the bells fill him. Jake curls beside him, cozy and content. The mist swirls gently around their ankles. The fountains, flower beds, and lanterns all seem to lean softly, attentive and protective. All of Paris, from the bell towers above to the quiet stone beneath, seems to fold itself into one soft, endless lullaby. Finn exhales slowly. Jake hums softly. Together they close their eyes, drifting deeper into the calm, warm, sleeping heart of Paris. And as the bells hum above, The secret garden holds them in gentle peace, a sanctuary for resting memories and gentle dreams. Finn and Jake leave the secret garden, stepping carefully back into the quiet streets of Paris. The fog curls softly along the cobblestones, wrapping around lampposts and archways like a gentle, invisible blanket. Above, the ghostly bells of Notre Dame hum faintly, their lullaby drifting down to mingle with the soft whisper of the wind. Jake stretches beside Finn. Buddy. Every corner feels like a hug, he murmurs. Ahead, a narrow canal comes into view. The water glimmers faintly, reflecting the lanterns on the bridges above. Soft, glowing lights float along the surface, drifting slowly like tiny, floating stars. Finn lifts his lantern. Its warm glow mixes with the lights on the water, creating a ribbon of gold across the canal. The fog swirls gently around them, reflecting each light like hundreds of tiny moons. From the shadows along the canal, soft whispers arise. Not frightening, not hurried. Just stories of the city's quiet nights. A child laughing softly long ago. A boat gliding slowly under a bridge. Footsteps echoing, softened by time and mist. Finn steps carefully along the canal's edge. Each stone beneath his foot hums faintly, harmonizing with the bells above. The water ripples gently, reflecting calm, peaceful memories. Jake curls closer to Finn, wrapping his tail like a warm blanket. See, buddy? These lights, these whispers, they're guides, he whispers. They lead us through the night safely, gently, peacefully. The lantern and the canal's floating lights cast soft reflections on the mist. Shadows drift slowly, leaning lazily into the glow. All movement is smooth, slow, deliberate, perfect for resting the mind. Finn kneels beside the canal, watching the lights drift. They sway like sleepy creatures, bobbing gently with the currents. Each one seems to carry a memory, a small, soft heartbeat of Paris. The ghostly bells above chime faintly in response, not loud, not jarring. A gentle rhythm flows between the bells, the lights, the water, and the fog. A slow, endless lullaby. Finn breathes in deeply, out slowly. Every part of him relaxes as the city hums around him. Jake hums softly, leaning against Finn's leg. Buddy, this is what the city whispers when it wants you to rest, he murmurs. Step by step, they follow the canal. The lantern's warm glow blends with the floating lights. The fog swirls softly around them, guiding them further into the calm, sleepy heart of Paris. And as they move onward, the whispers of the canal, the glow of the lights, and the hum of the bells carry Finn and Jake deeper into a peaceful, endless dream. Finn and Jake leave the gentle glow of the midnight canal behind, stepping carefully into a narrow, quiet alley. The fog swirls around the cobblestones, soft and protective. Every step is muted, every sound hushed. The city seems to hold its breath, wrapping the alley in a warm, gentle embrace. Jake stretches lazily beside Finn. Buddy? Even the shadows here look cozy, he murmurs. Finn lifts his lantern. Its soft glow pushes back the mist, just enough to reveal shapes along the walls. Shadows move lazily, drifting like slow rivers of calm. Not frightening, not sharp, not hurried. The shadows lean gently against the walls and corners. They stretch slowly, like sleepy arms reaching for comfort. Some curl around tiny objects, a stray cat curled into a nook, a forgotten wooden toy leaning against a shutter. Finn kneels beside one shadow. It hums faintly, vibrating softly against the stone. A warm, calming energy spreads from it, like a gentle heartbeat. Jake curls closer, tail wrapping around Finn's leg. "See, buddy? There are sleepy shadows," he whispers. "They watch over the city's quiet nights, keeping everything safe." The fog drifts around them like a soft blanket. Every shadow sways in time with the hum of the ghostly bells of Notre Dame. Every stone seems to hum quietly with the rhythm of the city's calm heartbeat. Finn steps carefully down the alley. The shadows move aside slowly, leaning back into corners without disturbing the peace. Each movement is deliberate, gentle, like a lullaby in motion. A faint light appears at the far end. The alley curves leading toward a hidden courtyard. Lanterns hang from arches glowing softly in the mist. The warm light blends with the soft shadows, creating a peaceful, protective corridor. Finn lifts his lantern higher. Its glow joins the soft lantern light above, creating a bridge of warmth through the alley. The shadows sway gently as he passes, humming faintly along with the bells. Jake hums quietly beside him. "Buddy, every shadow, every step, every breath of fog, it's all calm, all safe, perfect for resting." Step by step, they walk slowly, the alley stretching before them like a gentle passage through the city's dreams. Every stone, every shadow, every whisper of fog folds into a soft, endless lullaby. Finn and Jake pause briefly at the end of the alley. They look at the peaceful mist, the warm glow, and the swaying shadows. Not rushed, not tense, just calm, just safe, just warm. And as they step into the hidden courtyard beyond, the alley, the shadows, and the fog follow softly behind. Finn and Jake step out of the hidden courtyard into the first soft light of dawn. The fog drifts gently, curling around rooftops, lampposts, and the Seine. It doesn't obscure. They move through it like a warm, protective blanket. The city breathes slowly, calm and gentle. Jake stretches beside Finn. Buddy, it looks like Paris is waking slowly," he murmurs. Above, the bell towers of Notre Dame hum faintly. Soft, steady, gentle. A lullaby that has guided the city through the night continues, blending with the first golden touches of morning. Finn lifts his lantern. Its warm glow mixes with the dawn light. The fog glows softly in shades of pale gold and silver. The city hums quietly around them. Shadows stretch lazily. Windows glow faintly with the first light of day. Cats stretch and yawn, settling into sunny ledges. Finn breathes in slowly, out slowly. Every part of him feels warm, calm, and safe. Jake curls closer, resting his head gently on Finn's leg. "Buddy, the night's guardians, bells, shadows, fog, they've done their job," he whispers. "All is peaceful now. The streets, the courtyards, the canals, the alleys, they all fold together. The secret gardens, the floating lights, the sleeping shadows, they rest." The city exhales softly, a final sigh of calm and warmth. Finn and Jake pause near the Seine. The water reflects the soft, golden dawn, the mist, and the faint glow of their lantern. Everything feels slow, gentle, and safe. The bells chime faintly one last time. Not loud, not sharp, just steady, gentle, reassuring. Finn lies down on a patch of soft grass by the river. Jake curls beside him, warm and protective. They close their eyes. The city hums quietly. The bells, the fog, the shadows, and the soft Parisian streets cradle them in endless calm. Above, the sky brightens slowly. The first birds stretch and flutter. The rooftops glow faintly in warm gold. A A soft breeze carries the scent of rain, earth, and the quiet heartbeat of the city. Finn exhales slowly. Jake murmurs softly in his sleep. Best rest ever. Finn smiles faintly. Yes, the calmest. Below, in the hidden corners of Paris, the fog, the shadows, and the memories continue to rest. Above, the city awakens gently, peaceful, and patient. Finn and Jake lie together, the lantern beside them fading softly. The ghostly bells hum their last lullaby. The streets, the Seine, and all of Paris fold together in one soft, endless blanket of calm. All is warm. All is safe. All is at peace. And with that, the story ends. Finn and Jake wander slowly through the quiet, sleeping streets of Paris. The fog curls softly around the cobblestones, weaving between lampposts and buildings like a warm, protective blanket. The Seine glimmers faintly in the distance, reflecting the faint glow of the few lanterns still lit. Every sound is hushed, muffled by the mist, soft and comforting. Jake stretches lazily beside Finn, his long body rippling along the stones. Buddy, the city's so peaceful right now, he murmurs. Finn lifts his lantern. Its warm glow reaches just far enough to guide their steps. Not harsh, not bright, just soft, gentle warmth, like a heartbeat made visible. Above, the first hints of dawn touch the rooftops. A pale golden light stretches slowly across the sky, brushing the spires and rooftops with quiet warmth. The city exhales, slow, calm, patient. Finn and Jake walk slowly along the river. The Seine reflects the soft glow of the lantern and the faint golden dawn, rippling gently as if it is breathing along with them. Small waves lap quietly against the edges of the stone walls. A lone swan glides slowly across the water, leaving gentle ripples that shimmer and fade. Jake hums softly, curling closer to Finn. Buddy, look at that. Even the river's calm, like it's sleeping. The streets around them are empty. Shadows stretch lazily across the wall, soft and rounded, leaning gently into the morning light. Nothing startles. Nothing hurries. Everything is patient. Finn lifts his lantern a little higher. Its glow mingles with the pale gold of dawn, creating a ribbon of warmth through the mist. The cobblestones shimmer softly beneath their feet. Every stone seems to breathe slowly with the rhythm of the city's calm heartbeat. From the distance, faint bells begin to toll. Not loud, not sharp, just steady, gentle chimes that ripple across the city like a soft lullaby. Each toll seems to carry centuries of quiet, comforting memories. Finn kneels to touch the cool surface of the river. The water ripples softly beneath his fingers. Warmth spreads through him. Not from the water, but from the city itself, from the quiet rhythm of Paris, from the lantern in his hand. Jake curls closer, tail wrapping around Finn's ankle. Buddy, all the nightmares of the night are leaving. The city is letting us rest. A soft breeze drifts through the streets, carrying the scent of wet earth, warm stone, and quiet mornings. The fog swirls lazily around them, wrapping the city in protective folds. Every alley, every archway, every rooftop is calm, warm, and safe. Finn and Jake continue along the river, step by step, breath by breath. Every movement is slow, gentle, and deliberate. The golden light grows gradually, softening the shadows without disturbing the peace. From high above, the bells toll once more, softly, steadily. A lullaby for all who wander the streets before sunrise. Finn sits on a low stone wall, holding his lantern close. Jake curls beside him, warm and soft. Together they watch the mist drift across the city. The Seine ripples. The fog swirls. The bells hum faintly. Everything is calm. Everything is gentle. Everything is ready to rest. Finn exhales slowly. Jake hums softly. The golden light spreads a little more. The city breathes with them. Step by step, breath by breath, the nightmares of the night dissolve. Only warmth remains. Only calm. Only peace. And as they continue their slow journey along the river, the first light of Paris drifts over them, guiding them deeper into the gentle, sleeping heart of the city. Finn and Jake continue their quiet stroll through the Paris, following the river's soft reflections. The fog drifts lazily across the cobblestone streets, curling around lampposts, building corners, and tiny balconies. It moves like a gentle, protective blanket, softening every sound. Even the distant tolling of the Notre Dame bells feels muted, soothing, and rhythmic. Jake stretches beside Finn, curling slightly around his leg. Buddy, these streets, they feel like they're whispering, he murmurs. Finn lifts his lantern. Its soft, golden glow reaches just far enough to guide them through the fog. Shadows stretch lazily along the walls, leaning gently into the light. Not frightening, not sharp. Just soft shapes, moving slowly in time with the city's quiet heartbeat. The cobblestones themselves seem alive, shifting subtly beneath their feet. Each step produces a faint, comforting echo. The stones hum quietly as if sharing the stories of centuries. Footsteps of children long ago. Whispers of lovers beneath the arches. Songs of musicians from hidden corners. Finn pauses, leaning down to brush a smooth stone with his hand. He feels the warmth of the city pulse softly through it. A memory flickers in the mist. A small child laughing, a cat curling on a windowsill, the faint strum of a harp. All gentle, all calm, all welcoming. Jake hums beside him. Buddy, see? Even the streets themselves are guiding us gently. No rush, no fear, just soft, warm, calm. The fog swirls higher, revealing a narrow alley ahead. The walls lean softly inward, closing the path like a safe tunnel. Shadows along the walls sway slowly, like sleepy guardians. Each shadow hums faintly, adding to the chorus of whispers around them. Finn steps forward carefully. The lantern glows warmly, reaching out to every corner. The fog reflects the light in faint silver patterns, moving like slow, breathing shapes. Every step is deliberate, slow, and comforting. A soft breeze carries distant scents, baking bread, wet stone, and the faint tang of river water. It mingles with the city's heartbeat, wrapping Finn and Jake in gentle warmth. From the mist, faint figures appear, memories of long ago. A musician strumming a quiet tune. A cat slipping silently along a ledge. Children skipping stones across the Seine. Not alive, not startling, just echoes. Soft, comforting, and patient. Finn kneels briefly to touch the cobblestones. The warmth from the city spreads slowly through him like a gentle hug. Jake curls closer, tail wrapping around his leg. Buddy, every story of these streets, remember, it's all calm, all gentle. The alley opens into a small square. Lanterns glow faintly, their light reflecting on the mist like hundreds of tiny stars. The city hums softly here, a lullaby in stone and fog. Finn and Jake pause, feeling the heartbeat of Paris beneath their feet. Every whisper, every shadow, every stone seems to lean toward them, offering protection, warmth and calm. Step by step, breath by breath, they continue. The fog swirls softly around them. The city hums along. The cobblestones murmur forgotten stories, not to frighten, but to soothe. Finn exhales slowly. Jake hums softly. The lantern glows steadily. The first pale gold of dawn stretches further across the rooftops. All is calm. All is warm. All is safe. And as they move deeper into the quiet streets of Paris, the whispers of the cobblestones guide them gently, carrying them into the heart of a peaceful, endless dream. Finn and Jake leave the small square behind, walking slowly toward the Seine. The fog drifts lazily across the streets, curling around arches, rooftops, and the soft glow of lanterns. The cobblestones beneath their feet hum faintly, carrying whispers of the city's history. Footsteps of long-gone travelers. Soft laughter of children playing centuries ago. The delicate melody of a harp played on a distant balcony. Jake stretches alongside Finn, tail curling warmly around him. Buddy, every corner feels like it's telling a story, he murmurs. Not scary, just calm, soft, sleepy. Finn lifts his lantern higher. Its gentle glow mingles with the pale moonlight. The mist seems to shimmer as the light touches it, forming tiny, slow-moving shapes, swirling fog sprites, soft, rounded shadows. Glowing reflections dancing faintly along the stones. Ahead, a bridge appears, arching gracefully over the Seine. The water flows silently beneath, reflecting the soft silver of the moon and the warm glow of the lanterns above. Floating lanterns drift slowly on the river's surface, moving like tiny stars carried by the gentle current. Finn kneels beside the edge of the bridge, watching the lanterns glide. Each one seems alive with a memory. A laugh from a child long ago. A whisper of music from a distant musician. The faint warmth of a forgotten smile. Jake curls closer, resting his head on Finn's knee. See, buddy, every light, every ripple, every shadow, it's all gentle, all safe, all calm, he whispers. The ghostly bells of Notre Dame hum faintly in the distance. Not loud, not harsh, just steady, comforting like a heartbeat. Finn steps carefully onto the bridge. The lantern glows softly, reaching every arch, every curve of the stone. Shadows of the bridge sway lazily in the mist, leaning like sleepy guardians. They do not threaten. They do not startle. They simply exist, holding the calm of the night. The fog curls over the Seine, brushing against the water like a warm, invisible hand. Ripples shimmer gently, reflecting the lanterns floating downstream. The lights drift slowly, weaving together with the soft hum of the bells and the gentle sway of the shadows. A lullaby forms, made of stone, water mist, and soft golden glow. Finn kneels again, letting his fingers brush the surface of the water. Warmth spreads softly through him, not from the water, but from the calm of the city itself. Jake hums beside him, tail curling tightly around Finn's leg, adding his own gentle note to the city's lullaby. The bridge curves gently upward. Lanterns hang along its sides, glowing like tiny moons. The fog drifts through the arches, folding into the soft golden light, wrapping the scene in perfect calm. Finn and Jake move slowly across the bridge, step by step, breath by breath. The lantern guides them. The floating lights dance along the water. The mist wraps the city in a protective embrace. The bells hum gently above. A soft breeze drifts through the arches, carrying scents of wet stone, warm earth, and the faint aroma of pastries from a distant bakery. The fog curls higher, wrapping around them like a soft blanket. Every shadow, every ripple, every whisper of light seems to lean toward them, offering warmth and comfort. Finn pauses at the center of the bridge. He lifts the lantern and lets its glow mingle fully with the floating lights below. Jake curls close beside him, warm and steady. The moon reflects softly in the Seine, silver and calm. The floating lanterns drift onward slowly, carrying gentle memories of the city's nights. The fog swirls lazily, softening every corner, every shadow, every whisper. Finn exhales slowly. Jake hums softly. The city hums in return. Step by step, breath by breath, they continue across the bridge, deeper into the peaceful heart of Paris. All is calm. All is safe. All is warm. And as they move forward, the floating lanterns, the fog, and the gentle hum of the bells guide them onward, carrying Finn and Jake further into the endless, soothing embrace of the sleeping city. Finn and Jake leave the silver-lit bridges behind, stepping into the gentle fog that curls along the streets of Montmartre. The cobblestones beneath their feet hum softly with the history of the city. Footsteps of painters long ago. Soft laughter from musicians practicing in hidden courtyards. Whispers of lovers sharing quiet promises under the arches. Jake stretches beside Finn, curling warmly around him. Buddy, even the streets here feel sleepy. Like they want us to rest, he murmurs. Ahead, a narrow arch opens onto a hidden garden. Soft moonlight filters through the leaves, glimmering faintly on fountains and flower beds. The fog swirls around each tree and bush, bending slightly as if bowing in quiet welcome. Finn lifts his lantern. Its warm glow blends with the soft moonlight. Shadows drift lazily, stretching across the ground, soft and rounded, moving in time with the gentle hum of the city. The garden is filled with objects of calm, a wooden horse resting against a low wall, stuffed animals tucked into corners, asleep and content. Tiny lanterns float gently above the flowers, glowing softly like miniature stars. Finn kneels beside a small teddy bear, brushing its fur lightly. No movement, only warmth, as if the city itself has imbued the garden with calm energy. Jake hums quietly, tail wrapping around Finn's ankle. See, buddy, these gardens hold memories, resting memories, gentle, safe, and warm. The soft bubbling of a fountain adds to the lullaby. Water ripples slowly, reflecting the lantern and moonlight. Each ripple seems to carry a memory, a soft laugh from a child long ago, a gentle song drifting from a distant balcony, the faint warmth of a forgotten smile. Above, the bells of Notre Dame hum faintly, weaving with the fountain's melody and the soft whispers of the fog. Step by step, breath by breath, Finn and Jake move slowly through the garden. Every stone, every leaf, every shadow folds itself into this calm. Every object leans gently toward them, offering protection and warmth. The fog swirls softly around their ankles, carrying the scents of wet stone, flowers, and the quiet heartbeat of Paris. Finn sits on a low bench holding the lantern close. Jake curls beside him, warm and content. Together they breathe slowly, feeling the calm spread from the garden to their bodies, hearts, and minds. A faint breeze carries whispers from long ago. Soft conversations, quiet songs, gentle steps. All memories, all calm, all welcoming. The fog drifts higher, wrapping the garden in a soft, protective blanket. The lantern glows steadily. The floating miniature lights sway lazily above the flowers. Finn exhales slowly. Jake hums softly. The city itself seems to sigh in quiet contentment. All is calm. All is warm. All is safe. Step by step, breath by breath, Finn and Jake continue through the whispering gardens of Montmartre. Every shadow, every ripple of fog, every flicker of light guides them gently deeper into the peaceful, sleeping heart of Paris. And as they move onward, the lullaby of the city, bells, fountains, fog, and moonlight, wraps them in an endless, soothing embrace, leading them toward the final warmth of the sunrise. Finn and Jake leave the whispering gardens of Montmartre behind, stepping carefully into the narrow stairway that leads beneath the city. The fog curls softly around the cobblestones, but as they descend, the air grows cooler, calmer, and still. The stone walls of the stairway seem to breathe slowly, protective and patient. Every step they take is gentle, deliberate, like the city itself is guiding them downward. Jake stretches lazily beside Finn, tail curling softly. Buddy, it's like the city has hidden a quiet world just for us, he murmurs. At the bottom of the stairway, a wide tunnel opens. Stone arches curve overhead, and soft shadows drift along the walls. The faint glow of lanterns reveals alcoves filled with gentle treasures, stuffed animals with sleepy smiles, wooden soldiers polished by time and care, tin trains resting in quiet corners, tiny dolls with button eyes, all tucked into peaceful repose. Finn kneels beside a small teddy bear, brushing its fur lightly. No movement, no sound, only warmth, like a heartbeat pulsing softly from the city itself. Jake curls closer to a tiny wooden soldier, humming quietly. These creatures, they've been waiting for calm too, buddy. Safe, warm, peaceful. From the shadows, gentle monsters emerge. Rounded bodies, soft, glowing eyes, quiet and shy. They move slowly, deliberately, leaning into the soft light without startling. Their presence is soothing, protective, like silent guardians of the catacombs. Finn lifts his lantern. Its soft glow spreads across the stone walls and alcoves. The shadows of the monsters sway lazily in response, slow and rhythmic. Everything moves in harmony like a lullaby composed of stone, fog, and warm light. A gentle hum rises from the catacombs, low and steady, comforting, steadying. It blends with the faint hum of distant bells and the soft trickle of water from the hidden fountains. Finn and Jake walk slowly, step by step, through the tunnel. Every toy, every shadow, every stone seems to lean gently toward them, offering warmth and calm. The fog drifts softly around their ankles, wrapping the catacombs in a protective blanket. The tunnel curves downward, leading to a small chamber at its heart. Finn kneels beside a wooden horse resting against the wall. The warmth of the city spreads slowly through him. Jake hums softly, tail curls snugly around Finn's leg. Soft lights float lazily above them, moving like tiny stars carrying memories. Children laughing long ago, a lullaby sung from a hidden window. The quiet joy of toys finally at rest. Finn exhales slowly. Jake hums gently. Every part of them feels the calm of the catacombs seep in, soothing, protective, endless. Step by step, breath by breath, they move deeper into the heart of the city's hidden dreams. All shadows, all toys, all gentle monsters fold into the calm. All is warm. All is safe. All is peaceful. And as they pause briefly in the quiet chamber, the lantern glowing softly between them, Finn and Jake feel the city's heartbeat beneath their feet, carrying them toward the soft light of dawn that waits above. Finn and Jake slowly climb from the hidden catacombs into the quiet streets of Paris. The fog drifts lazily, curling around rooftops, lampposts, and cobblestones. The city exhales softly, stretching in the first pale touches of dawn. The Seine glimmers faintly, reflecting the gentle golden light that begins to wash over the city. Everything feels calm, warm, and safe. Jake stretches beside Finn, tail curling gently around him. Buddy, the city is waking slowly, softly, he murmurs. Above, the bells of Notre Dame hum faintly, a gentle lullaby for the sleeping streets. Not loud, not sharp, just steady, comforting, and warm. Finn lifts his lantern. Its soft glow mingles with the pale light of sunrise, creating a ribbon of gentle warmth through the mist. The fog curls around their ankles like a protective blanket, softening every shadow. The streets around them are quiet. Windows glow faintly with early light. Cats stretch lazily along ledges. The first birds flutter gently on rooftops, stretching and yawning in the soft warmth. Step by step, Finn and Jake walk slowly along the Seine. The floating lanterns from the night's journey drift gently downstream, reflecting faintly in the water. Each lantern seems to carry a memory, a soft laugh from long ago, a lullaby forgotten, the warmth of a safe, peaceful city. Jake hums softly beside a Finn. Buddy, everything the night held, shadows, toys, whispers, it's all gone now. Only calm remains. Finn exhales slowly. The warmth of the lantern and the city spreads through him. Every muscle relaxes. Every thought drifts gently like a cloud. They pause on a small bridge over the Seine. The first rays of sunlight touch the water, turning it into a ribbon of gold. The mist swirls softly around them, shimmering in pale pinks and warm golds. The city hums quietly beneath the gentle awakening. Finn sits on the edge of the bridge, holding the lantern close. Jake curls beside him, resting his head lightly on Finn's knee. The bells hum faintly above, the fog swirls lazily around them, and the river ripples softly beneath. Step by step, breath by breath, Finn and Jake move toward the quiet square beneath the Eiffel Tower. The golden light of sunrise stretches across the rooftops. Shadows melt gently into the mist. The streets exhale in calm, warmth, and peace. Finn lies down on the soft grass near the riverbank. Jake curls beside him, tail wrapped around Finn's leg. The lantern glows faintly, fading slowly in the soft morning light. All the toys, shadows, and gentle monsters of the city rest in the catacombs. All the whispers, lanterns, and floating memories drift softly into calm. All the bells, fog, and cobblestones fold together into one endless, protective lullaby. Finn closes his eyes. Jake hums softly. The Seine glimmers in the sunrise. The city breathes with them. Every shadow, every memory, every ripple of water has folded into perfect peace. And as the golden light of dawn washes over Paris, the nightmares of the night dissolve completely. Only warmth, calm, and safety remain. Step by step, breath by breath, the city, the lanterns, the fog, and the gentle creatures of Paris hold Finn and Jake in a soft, endless embrace. All is calm. All is safe. All is warm. All is at peace. And with that, the story ends, leaving the city and its dreamers wrapped in a gentle, infinite lullaby. May your dreams be as gentle and magical as Finn and Jake wandering through the sleepy Paris. Sleep tight, and let the calm of the city wrap around you like a soft, endless blanket.